Hi, I'm Phil Rude, and this is my 100 Days of Making Comics, day 25. I am officially one quarter of the way through the 100 Days of Making Comics challenge. It is a minor milestone, and I'm celebrating it with a video, even though I made a video yesterday. And I think it's kind of cool to look at milestones, the standards, 10, 25, halfway, these kind of things. We do it a lot in the podcasting world where someone will hit 100 episodes and it's a giant party, it really is a milestone to hit a certain benchmark, but it by no means indicates that you are done. I still have 75% of this challenge to go, and I'm looking forward to it. I am going to take this milestone to kind of look at how it's gone so far. 25 days, just over 3 weeks of doing this. With all the ups and downs that life has thrown at me, I've been pretty consistent, and I managed to get work done every day. I've hit my 30 minutes every day, and as I said in an earlier video, hitting that half hour a day is pretty easy for me. I wake up in the morning. It's kind of a routine I already had in place. But it doesn't mean I'm not learning things or realizing things that maybe I've kind of forgotten. And I want to kind of go over a couple of those right now. The biggest thing is 30 minutes a day doesn't seem like very much. Neither does 20 or 15 or 10. But sometimes if you have a 10-minute block of time where you can sit down and work on a comic or a drawing or whatever your business is, if you can manage to have that 10 or 15-minute block of time and have 2 or 3 of those a day and take advantage of them instead of just saying, I only have 10 minutes, it's not worth me sitting at the desk. Say, I have 10 minutes to sit at the desk. And you'll really be surprised at how much you can get done in that 10-minute block of time. A half hour a day, there are 48 half-hour blocks in a day. So one of them doesn't seem very significant. But doing a half hour a day, some days more. Some days I do that half hour to an hour in the morning and then come back later in the day and do more later on. But a half hour a day really adds up, and you do see the dent in your pages start to form. You see the progress. 25 days of doing a half hour a day, and I can look at the pages I've completed. I can look at the work I've completed. I can scroll back through some of these videos and these Instagram posts that I've made, and I can see that I've come quite a ways in just that little chunk of time and doing it every day. So I do want to encourage everybody who might be listening to me ramble that don't disregard these small blocks of time you have, whether you're doing this challenge or not. If you want to draw and you get home from work and you're tired, and you only have, 10, 15 minutes, take advantage of that 10 and 15 minutes. And that kind of leads into something else I see on the internet. I've talked to a couple of my friends about it because we see these kind of complaints pop up a lot. I am ambitious. I want to create this thing, but I get home from my job and I'm too tired to work on it. And I understand some people have physical or mental limitations to exactly how much they can get done in a day. Recuperating from a day job is no joke. I have a very physical job, and I'm not getting any younger, and it does take a toll on me. But something like drawing, or if you're a musician, or a writer, whatever your creative career path or passion is, I want to just remind you that, in theory at least, you do these things because you enjoy them. So I want to just suggest that maybe if this is a challenge you face, is getting home from work and being too tired to work on your thing, it may be because you're partly looking at it as a job. You should look at it as something you get to do, something that helps you unwind from that day. And if you can sort of shift your perspective into that, I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but I think shifting your perspective can really reframe some things in a way where you can get home from your day job and say, I get to draw a page tonight. I get to draw a panel or ink a panel or write the bridge to that song or edit a chapter of my book so that it flows a little better. Look at it as something you get to do, not something you have to do. Nobody's making us do any of these things. We're doing them because, we all got into drawing because we enjoy doing it. And I think sometimes when we set a goal for ourselves, we can tend to lose sight of that. So take advantage of the time that you have, the free time you have, no matter how small the amount, and remember that this is a thing you enjoy. And it just because there is a finish line you've set for yourself does not mean this has to be a chore or this has to be a job. Just enjoy it. I am. And I think if you remind yourself to do the same, you'll be surprised at how much more actually gets done. That's going to do it for this real quick update today. Quarter of the way there. We'll see what the next 75 days brings to me. And I will keep reminding myself that this is a challenge I set for myself and that I am using my time wisely to do something I enjoy. I hope you do the same. If you're doing the 100 days challenge, let me know how it's going and drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you have a question or a comment on anything I've talked about here, please, let's keep the discussion going. Read The Adventures of Professor Whiskers. I will drop a link in the description, and I will talk to you next time.